going to find you. You can count on that.
Someone's hacked this. Scan the area.
Area clear. Moving on. Let's keep our eyes peeled. Nothing in the vicinity. Gonna keep looking.
There's no sign of them. Send a description with the report.
Everything you are is in your brain. Your love, your fear, your dreams, even the cheeky ones, are all electrical signals firing back and forth between your ears. This right here is more powerful than any computer, but it has its limitations. I watched my mother succumb to motor neuron disease, and her loss made me realize that death comes to us all. But what if we could change that? What if we could scan your brain and upload the neural map to the cloud? Well, that would mean the end of human suffering, of death itself, and the beginning of a new society where war, oppression, disease are all worries of the past. Hello, My name is Sky Larson. I'm CEO of BrokerTech, and this is Daybreak. Now, since all of you have signed up for our waitlist, I'm sure you're eager to see how Daybreak really works. But before we do that, I'll ask the technicians at the board to cut the live feed. We wouldn't want any uninvited guests recording these trade secrets. Daybreak is an imaging system which scans the...
Do not hesitate to report a crime.
There you have it, DedSec. The big contract.
Wait a minute. You want to go after Sky Larson? Really?
Oh, I want to do more than that. Problem is, Larson hasn't been seen in public in nearly 2 years, and he can't kill a hologram. I've been trying to track her down. I found a home here in London, but that... well...
This is a woman who single-handedly revolutionized AI. The inventor of Bagley. What could she have possibly done to earn a death sentence?
Plenty. But you need to see for yourself. Her mansion's in Westminster. The things you'll see in there.
She disconnected.
Bagley, can you locate Sky Larson's home?
Of course, I'll just crack open the yellow pages. Oh, look, there she is, right under B, for billionaires who obviously don't publicise their home address, you sweet, dumb baby. I've narrowed it down to St. James's Square, but that's the best I can do.
Nat was there. Call her back.
Tried already. She's offline.
Nout was quaking in her boots, and I don't think she scares easily. Whatever's in that mansion must be bad.
It won't be long before drivers, trucks or buses get converted to flats.
Auto drive now enabled.
You can tell what someone fears, then you can manipulate them and you can move them in particular directions. Data is collected on citizens in every possible way. Data is collected through surveillance cameras. Data is collected from television sets. They don't even necessarily need to be super smart television sets. Data is collected from voter records. It's collected from how much power do you use in your house and how much water do you use in your house. In pre-crisis Britain, we got really used to all of our services being free. Everything suddenly became free that was digital. But what people forgot is that if you're not paying for it, then you're the product being sold.
If technology brings out the worst in capitalism, capitalism brings out the worst in technology. Senior academic Alfie tells us how big business repurposes big data.
Historically, what's happened, of course, is that people have traded their privacy for their convenience as smartphones and other kinds of technology came in and became mass-consumed, mass-used items and technological objects. Gradually, people were so attracted to the affordances of these technologies that privacy kind of retreated into the background and into a state we've got now where it's essentially gone. Having this access to this data makes huge tech companies like Bloom so much more powerful. And not just in the obvious ways. Of course, there's a lot of worry and fear over what they can do with the data. They can track anyone, find anyone, see what every individual is doing at any point in time. But I think there's even deeper reasons why this data empowers these huge control our society. reality and make us do things. So lots of predictive technologies which are implemented by these tech giants. It's not only interested in knowing what we're going to do, but influencing the pattern.
Hey, I found Sky's... No, wait. The property here is owned by someone called Sky LaFantano. No E. What are the odds? Seconds. I've scanned property records for the nearby houses and found nothing connecting them to Sky Larson.
All these technologies can be used to not only influence us to act as the perfect consumer, but also to prevent us from doing radical and revolutionary things. So technologies in foreign nations that have been used are things like heat map features, which show where population boards can be offered to people to take different routes, things like that. It can be manipulated to prevent people gathering and protesting, as has happened in some of the authoritarian regimes across the world recently. So what we're looking at is not only a set of technologies which make people behave as ideal consumers, but ones which actually can be put to use to prevent radical and disruptive behaviour in the city, which limits the power of any kind of revolutionary force.
So, if you thought you had a private life, get used to it. You don't. And we're not going to reclaim our lives without a fight. I'm Tash, and you've been listening to Buccaneer, keeping the resistance informed. Keep listening, keep fighting, and remember, nobody owns you but you.
Mates party. Time to play that audition track. Or just listening on the move. We don't want you to drop a beat. We want you to drop the mic. Wi-Fi on the fly.
The bug, nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain.
Yum, yum.
Hello, Resistance fans. You're listening to the Bug Podcast, the objective voice of objection for this most objectionable world. I am Andy, not my real name, so good luck finding me, Monsieur Bloom. My real name is, in fact, Andrew, and I live in, note this down, a deluded pseudo-reality of my own making, which is, in fact, the most densely populated place on Earth these days. Overcrowded, some might say. Joining me, as always, my next-door neighbour in these Netherlands of nonsense. It's Alice.
Yes, indeed, it is Alice. Alice, who the bleep is Alice? I am not going to tell you that, but you can just sort of sense it from the timbre of my voice.
Let's spin the wheel and find out where we're getting today's news from. Here, it's coming from here. I must get a new wheel with at least one other place on it. And the headline today, Alice, our borders are safe. We can all sleep easy in our well-bordered beds. 4,000 illegals were deported last month. These illegal people breaking the law just by existing. And of course, illegality is contagious. It can osmose through your skin just by standing next to an illegal person. So we've got rid of 4,000 of them. My question for you, Alice, is why only 4,000? Is that really enough? I will not feel safe until at least another 75 million people have been deported from this country, and I'm here in Britain on my own.
As a bleeding heart lefty, Andy, I would normally be outraged about this, but really I think mass deportation is a very handy way to break up with a partner. I'm sorry, baby, I love you, but an anonymous source has reported you for snoring really loudly in a French way.
So everyone out, no exceptions, Alice, not even you, it's for the good of the country, everyone out, unless you can prove that your family are in the background of the Bayeux Tapestry cheering on King Harold at the Battle of Hastings in 1066. Get out! Actually, that's not British enough. Unless you can show, unarguably, that your direct bloodline is untainted by anything since before the Romans. Actually, scratch that. Unless your direct ancestor was personally responsible for building Stonehenge, get out of my country. I guess when you look at it, you know, the best ways to stop immigration, apart from, obviously, the end of the world, to make the place you want to stop people coming to as unpleasant as possible. So,
well, we absolutely are doing that, Andy.
Well, you know, fair play to the government for helping us with that. Another option, extend the White Cliffs of Dover. They've been resting on their laurels for too long. Very inefficient, it turns out, as a means of stopping immigration. We need to extend them by about another 11,000 miles, a full wrap around Great Britain, and they could do with being about 1.5 kilometres higher as well, with a special greasy coating to stop people clambering over the top or however they get in. Here's a quick joke for you, Alice, about immigration. Did you hear the one about the woman who went into the immigration processing centre and was ever seen again?
No, Andy, I didn't hear that one.
Boom. Set up, punchline. Classic. For those of you unfamiliar with it, the immigration processing centre is, of course, where so many of our guests to Britain go for a longer than desirable game of involuntary hide and seek. You are listening to The Bar. I will conclude by saying, out of all the things wrong with Britain today, I think immigration is right up there.
Auto drive now disabled.
Health professionals we've stolen from overseas over the years here in Britain. It's quite possible that all these people are just coming here to try to get an appointment with their local doctor.
Yes, I'm just getting a guy who came to the standard arm of the Empire. What was that? Huh?
Sky Larson's residence is nearby.
I'll have a gander.
Bugger off, you shit!
Steady yourself.
Getting the fuck out of here.
Degenerate!
Shit. Guess that was only a matter of time.
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location.
Monitoring for unusual activity. Control, I've lost sight of the target. Over.
Where did they go? Shit!
Right, I'm putting a stop to this. Units fall back. Over.
Get back on the bloody road!
Well, this building has a not at all suspicious profile. The property is owned by Kakani Medical, but there are records of basement digging paid for by Brokertech. I believe you just found Sky Larson's London residence, famously vacated 2 years ago after Larson stopped making public appearances. I'd say a nice neighbourly wellness check is about due, wouldn't you?
shouldn't be off.
Immigration is currently restricted. It is a crime to harbour or otherwise aid illegals.
Welcome home, Sky Larson. I am pleased you have returned after a prolonged absence.
Better than alarms going off, man. Go with it.
Elevator locked. Perhaps some music as you get comfortable. What would you like to listen to?
I don't know. Something active, stimulating.
Sky, you have not worked in your lab for quite some time. I'd like to update you on some of your more crucial projects. Please come downstairs when you're ready. You get to peek around Sky Larson's lab. Lucky thing. Apologies, Sky. I'm afraid I had to dispose of your perishables. Would you like me to place an order for meal delivery?
No, thanks.
I can contact the Broker Tech Service Center if you are dissatisfied with house operations. Key activated. Elevator unlocked. Basement lab accessible. Perhaps you would like to visit your lab. Perhaps you would like to visit your lab. Perhaps you... Welcome to your lab.
Fucking hell. Is anyone else seeing this? Hello?
You're too far underground to get a signal, so it looks like it's up to you to collect whatever intel you can.
This place is madness. It's just houses all the way down.
I've reconstructed some past experiments you might like to revisit. I hope they enhance your experience. Front door locked. Key activation required.
Shit.
Perhaps you would enjoy a stroll around the garden sky.
Well, it certainly didn't take long for us to find a dead body.
Ada. Weird. Sky Larson doesn't seem like the type to have a pet.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Stay in the gazebo a moment longer. Isn't it nice to be back home?
This place isn't my home. It's a monstrosity.
I'm sorry you don't like it, Mother. It was quite a project.
Waste of money is what it is. Why
go to so much trouble for such a foolish enterprise.
Look, I know you're scared. I would be too. But I will not leave your side until you're better.
So now you know more than the doctors. There is no getting better. Oh, bloody wristband.
Here.
What are you doing?
There are no more hospitals. No more doctors. I'm taking care of you now.
Someone's left a key code on the wristband. Perhaps that code will unlock the front door.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Mother, the neural mapping procedure is completely safe.
What is wrong with you? I said no.